Wow. If it wasn't a northerner that said this, I would have said, what is really happening? But in other words, Tanbuwal has said no one has monopoly of leading Nigeria. What that simply means is that no one owns Nigeria. Nigeria belongs to everybody. But let's go forward and understand what Tanbuwal really means by that. Governor Aminu Waziri Tanbuwal of Sokoto State has affirmed that no one or group of people, no matter their religious belief or religious affiliation or tribe, can arrogate the leadership of Nigeria to themselves. Tanbuwal made the observation when he received the national president of the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, Reverend Ayokunle Samson Olashukbo, who paid him a courtesy visit at the council chamber of a government house, Sokoto. According to Tanbuwal, the leadership of the country is mutually complementary, as Nigeria belongs to everyone and every Nigerian and every citizen of Nigeria, and no one will send anyone out of the country. Hence, the need to remain together for the betterment of the country. Yes, I like that word. Remain together. If you are telling us that we are one Nigeria, what are the dividends of democracy, and what are the gain and profit of the citizens of the sole country that you've said we are one? If it's for the betterment of the people and not bias in judgment or bias in appointment, definitely everybody will enjoy Nigeria, but not in the present in this present administration of Buhari. Buhari is trying to segregate the Nigerian citizens and telling us the Fulani are the number one citizens, or better still, cows are more recognized than human beings. In other words, most of the sensitive positions, so many of the parastatals, the leaders of those parastatals are just Fulani, my kingsmen. And not only Fulani, those that are occupying those seats do not know anything concerning the job. It's like you're giving a job of a developer to a plumber, or to just a vulcanizer. You are telling a vulcanizer to go and run a conduit pipe, electrical conduit pipe. How can that be? It will explode. It just scatter everything. So that's just it. So that's why even Malami, Femi Adesina, Garba Shehu, Lai Mohammed, they do not merit that position. Even if they merit that position, they are not, representing the office they are holding, with genuinity, with equity, with God fear in their heart. This Nigeria, well, according to Tanbuwal, thank God, he is from the northern part of the country, by saying nobody has monopoly to Nigeria. Well, Tanbuwal made the observation when he received the national president of the Christian Association of Nigeria. According to Tanbuwal, the leadership of the country is mutually complementary, as Nigeria belongs to everyone in Nigeria. Well, as a result, he maintained that the kind of leadership the country needs is one that will understand the issues of diversities and is inclusive in its approach to governance without tribal or religious sentiment, pointing out that both Islam and Christianity have been coexisting even before the union of the country came into existence. Tanbuwal also added, those who know history said Christianity and Islam belong to the same roof. Yes, stressing that Jerusalem and Damascus were examples of places where the two religions are being practiced side by side. There is need for us to continue practicing the teaching of the two religions and as ordained by God. He said, emphasizing that if we go by the real teachings of the two religions, there will not be friction or any reason to fight one another. But the so-called jihadists that have hijacked the Islam and brought down to the northern part of the country to start brainwashing them, removed some part from the Quran, which is a manufactured manual, and translate it to Arabic, and start brainwashing the so-called gullible and timid northerners who do not know their left from the right, and started believing all sorts of rubbish that is being poured out from that particular Quran. If I would tell you, and I still stand to be corrected, take the Quran they use in the northern part and the one they use in southern part, compare the Quran, you will see that there are so many differences and there are so many mistakes. That's why if you go to a mosque in the southern part of the country, I've been to one whereby the imam would not allow a northerner to lead prayer in the southern part. Then in the northern part, otherwise, the northern imam in a mosque will not allow a southerner Muslim or imam or a cleric from the south to lead prayer in the northern mosque. Can you see that there is a big problem in that Islamic religion? I don't know, maybe from the jihadis or between the jihadis or the northern people and the south. That's just where the problem lies. But the Christians are just, one, the same Bible, the same everything from the same, but we could only have a revised version, a new King James version, Latin version, or whichever way, but they are all held the same. If you say, okay, there are differences that I've mentioned, that there is new King James version, a revised version, or whichever version, you will see that the only difference in there is just the word. You understand? For someone to refer to something as the Lord says, it will say thou sayest. They are all the same thing and the same meaning. Those are the little difference, but to now start brainwashing people. So if you can read Quran, the real Quran, by yourself, and you get inspiration from God, yes, you're free to go, because they tell us Islam is a religion of peace. But they that call themselves Boko Haram uses this Islam, or hide under the disguise of Islam to perpetrate evil. After killing people, they will shout Allahu Akbar, which simply means praise be to God. Do God tell you to kill what you cannot create? Do God tell you to kill your neighbor? But I believe it's in Quran that love your neighbor as yourself. If you love your neighbor as yourself, you wouldn't want to dare to kill. But what I want to bring out from that Quran, that those that call themselves the jihadists brought to the northern part, they say if you kill, you have a place in heaven. 13 virgins, 13,000 virgins, 1 million virgins are waiting for you in heaven. But when you ask a Southern, Muslim or Islamic practitioner, they will tell you there's nothing like that. So where do they get their own from? Well, that will be a story for another day. Well, someone said there is need for us to continue practicing the teaching of the two religions ordained by God. Well, maybe that's one of the reasons why Nigeria is, in chaos. This one would say I'm a Muslim, I'm a Christian, but Buhari is the one that we need to blame, because it's dividing the country gradually. Not even Sunday Igboho nor Nnamdi Kanu are destroying the country. Well, according to Tanbuwal, he commended the Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Muhammad Saad Abubakar, and the Khan president for their efforts in preaching peace and unity in the country, indicating that Sokoto state is home to every Nigerian, irrespective of religious, tribal or ethnic differences.